Welcome to one of the most beautiful settings in college football. Husky Stadium sits on the banks of Lake Washington, nestled between the Cascades and the Olympic Mountains. Fans have arrived by land and sea. It doesn't get much better than this. This is not a normal matchup. Two teams ranked in the top 10, colliding right here in the middle of the season, trying to make a strong statement. Big playoff implications. As we'll see the number 7 team in the country, the Florida State Seminoles, taking on the winners of 3 straight, the Washington Huskies. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Chris Fowler, joined here in the booth by Kirk Herbstreit. Kirk, let's get to the action on the field.
Away to start us off.
And he takes this from inside the 5. When he's got some space here. Heads out of bounds. They'll spot it at the 37. It's a good return. Listen to the crowd energy here in the early going. This is a tough environment for visitors. And looking to throw now on first down. Here's an easy completion to the back out of the backfield. It's a loss after the completion. That's a good play by the defense.
Boy, the defense does such a good job of taking any threat downfield away. All he could do is throw it to his back, and loss of yards, now you're behind the sticks.
Offense getting set, second down play here. Keeping it on the ground here. Breaks loose at the 45. Will be taken down, but he crosses midfield at the 48.
Good push up front and great acceleration by this back. I tell you, he's doing a pretty good impression right now of a combination of greats that they've had at Florida State. Guys like Warwick Dunn and Devontae Freeman, and more recently with guys like Cam Akers and Dalvin Cook.
See what the call is on 1st and 10. Quarterback pulls the ball. It's a keeper. Goes backwards, losing 3 yards there.
With the linebackers and really the quarterback and the defense on this play diagnosed that read quickly and executed it flawlessly. Just flew in and blew up the option play for a loss.
Offense getting set. It's second down. And now the handoff. And they try the middle, but stuck for no gain.
That back just had nowhere to go. Got to give credit to the defense and their run fits on that play.
Not going to be easy here. Backed up a long way to go for a first down. Quick pass. Here comes a jet sweep. Defense stops him short of the marker, so now it's 4th down. So on their first possession of the game, the offense stays on the field, and they'll go for it. They flip it to him on the jet sweep. Working his way inside the 15. And he's going to be taken down there, but there is a flag on the field. It stings for the offense. Penalty will cost him 10 yards. Oh, a big decision here very early. They're going to go for it on their own side of the 50 on the first possession. And the wideout goes in motion. A pop pass on the jet sweep. Powers through. Oh, they stopped him short. What a 4th down play, and they will take over on downs now.
Interesting call here early, showing that they're coming in with an aggressive mindset, but they come up short of the first down.
fresh set of downs for the offense. First down. They're going to run it. Right down after picking up 5 yards, so 2nd and 5.
I'll take that every single time. Offensive line does a nice job up front. This back's vision and ability to get positive yards by lowering his pads on full display right there.
Motion by the back will make the defense adjust. Goes backwards, losing 3 yards there.
Chris, this is what I'd love to see from a defense. As the linebackers are scraping, doing their job, but you need help from the secondary. And when you have aggressive tacklers on the back end, you got a great defense. This time, the secondary makes the difference.
What will the call be on 3rd and long now from the 44? As a design quarterback keeper. And they'll stop him just short of the marker. Good effort, but the defense holds. Now it's 4th down. So on their first drive of the game, they'll go for it in their own territory. Tackled, but only after picking up a fresh set of downs.
I can't believe the call here by this offense. A lot of teams, they're not going to keep it on the ground in this situation. 4th and 1, 4th and inches is one thing. But they needed more than that here. And they line up and hit this defense right in the mouth and pick up a first down. Give a lot of credit to the big boys up front for making that happen. And you talk about a confidence booster going forward.
Receiver in motion now. And looks like the quarterback's going to run it. Goes backwards, losing 3 yards there.
Loses 3. 2nd down coming up.
What's the play call here on 2nd down for this offense? And the quarterback tucks it and takes off as a design run. They try the middle, but gain nothing on that play. Now it's 3rd and long for this offense. Football right at midfield. Quarterback pre-snap adjustments now for this defense. Send the back in motion. Drops back, looking to throw for it on 3rd down. Cannot escape it. Down he goes.
Now they put that nickel defense, and I think that's the right call. You get more speed to be able to cover with those 5 defensive backs, and also allows that defensive line with that good coverage to get after the quarterback, as we see here.
And the Huskies will send the punt team onto the field. That one lands and bounces out of bounds. And this crowd coming to life here, trying to help the defense get a stop with the offense pinned back. Quick throw by the quarterback off the RPO. Finding some room with the 25. Out of bounds, but not before a huge gain. Offense gets a fresh set of downs.
Boy, a huge play by this offense. A good throw, a nice accurate throw. But I think it's the run after the catch that really impresses me. And early in this game, you got to think they're going to continue to go back to him until this defense shows that they can slow him down.
So here we go, first play of the quarter. The offense has a first down. From the shotgun, it's a handoff. Defense able to stop the ball carrier there.
Chris, textbook job by the defense surrounding the runner and preventing that play from being bounced to the outside.
2nd down play coming up for this offense. Quick pass. Here comes a jet sweep. Inside the 45. That's a big gain before he goes out of bounds. It'll move the sticks. More than enough for a first down. The Seminoles will hustle to the line to crank the tempo.
The defense has got to do a much better job here of adjusting to the pre-snap motion. They just kind of stayed in place, and it gave the receiver plenty of room there to make a nice play.
And he'll be taken down, but a penalty flag on the field. Costly holding penalty there. Backs him up 10 yards. First down here for this offense. Timeout called by the defense, their first of the half, as they try to make some adjustments here. Penalty sets him back, makes it first and long. The offense with some pre-snap motion. An inside give now from the shotgun. And they bring him down after a solid gain, but it's still well short of the first down marker. Here comes the up-tempo offense. Second down, we're going to throw it. Looking right, this one caught. Good work to get the foot down after the grab. This running back, Kirk, might have been spending some time with those receiver drills.
Yeah, as you know, Chris, these running backs anymore in college football, they are really like glorified wide receivers because not only do they have to be excellent runners, but as you see here, the ability to be able to catch the ball and then the awareness to get a foot down to be able to stay in bounds for a nice gain.
And the head coach will decide to accept the penalty and take the yardage. One of those critical third down plays coming up. And he drops back in the gun. Makes the catch inside the 10-yard line. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Knowles.
Oh, just outstanding execution here by this offense. The offensive line gives the quarterback time, and the quarterback's anticipation was on point. Puts that ball right in the money. The receiver, all he had to do was turn and catch the ball for that touchdown.
Now they get set to kick it away. And here's the return from inside the 5. The returner is brought down. Gets to start with the next drive. First down play call coming up. How aggressive will it be? The shotgun handoff here. The sophomore with a strong tackle there.
That's just not a whole lot of options here for this quarterback on the RPO. The defense, give them credit. They did a nice job of sniffing it out. I wouldn't be surprised if the quarterback is second-guessing that decision of giving it to the back instead of pulling that and either running it himself or maybe making a nice throw.
Looks to the left. Pass caught. Tackle made after a big gain.
A really good ball here by this quarterback to be able to pick up this first down. And this guy is living up to the legacy of what Washington quarterback play has been for a number of years, going way back to Warren Moon and Mark Brunell, and more recently with Jake Browning, and of course the last couple of years with Michael Penix.
He's past the 45. They bring him down, but the gain moves the ball into enemy territory at the 43. The Huskies hustle to the line to run the hurry-up. Short throw complete to the tight end.
The offense does a good job of utilizing the play-action pass, sucking those linebackers up against the run to give the quarterback a nice window behind them to be able to make that throw downfield to the tight end.
Second down after that previous play. Handoff here from the shotgun. Gets some space around the 30. And he takes it all the way to the end zone. Touchdown, Huskies.
What a long run for the touchdown. I don't know if this defense was caught sleeping or walking in mud. I can't pick which one. Maybe it's both because the running back just went right by them so easily for the big gain and a big-time score.
Extra point knocked right down the middle. BAT ties the game here in the second quarter now. Kickoff team on the field getting set now. He'll return it from inside the 5. They'll be tackled at the 27. That's where the drive will start. And the Seminoles offense comes back on the field. They scored a touchdown on their last possession. Let's see if this defense can make adjustments and prevent that this time. They flip it to him on the jet sweep. Passes the 40. Tackled at the 44, but good enough for a first down. Offense in hurry-up mode. Pre-snap motion from the offense. A pop pass on the jet sweep. Brought down for a loss after the completion. Not what they were looking for. Getting set. Here's second down. Big pass. Here comes a jet sweep. Inside the 45. Oh, and he's in the clear now. It's a foot race. They're not going to get him. He's in. Touchdown, Florida State.
This guy can do it all. We've seen him go behind coverage and make plays downfield. We can see him catch the ball underneath, just like this. And when he catches a football, he is so dangerous after the catch. This one leads him into the end zone for the 6 points.
And they'll set up for the PAT. The extra point makes the lead 14-7. Getting set to kick the ball off now. Fields it inside the 5-yard line. Tackled at the 22. Good job by the coverage team. First down here. Time for one more play before the clock stops for the 2-minute warning. Ball handed off. The gain is 2 yards, so it's 2nd and 8. So we've reached the 2-minute warning as this offense tries to take the lead here before halftime.
Chris, you know, the spread era over the years has always grown offensively, but what I've been always impressed with defenses that really build their defense to play in space still have an ability to be sound at the line of scrimmage and defend a running game. It's exactly what we saw right there.
Now it's 2nd down here. Off the play fake, looking to throw the football. He's moving out of the pocket now. He's going to lose yardage there. The defense closed in and forces him out of bounds. And the Huskies will come to the line to crank up the tempo. Quarterback adjusting now to the defense. Now in 3rd and very long, looking to throw. And the pass rush has got him again. Back-to-back sacks.
I mean, it's another sack, Chris. I mean, we're just getting started here. First half, and you're already talking about giving up 3 sacks. You got to think about changing things up schematically, help that offensive line, and help that poor quarterback before he gets killed.
They've already converted once on 4th down this game. Let's see if they can make it 2 for 2. Drops back from the shotgun, looking for an open man. He's going for a big play downfield. Oh, it's picked off. What a play.
I'm going to give the defensive coordinator a tip of the cap here. They went with dime coverage with 6 defensive backs, which gives them a lot more speed on the field. And with those defensive backs, they're able to play better in space. They recognize the ball, step in front of it for a nice interception.
And they'll run it out of the shotgun. Stop after a small gain. Now look at it, 2nd and 9. No huddle now for the offense. They're moving the receiver now before the snap. They flip it to him on the jet sweep. Running with purpose. And he's brought down, but there is a flag on the field. So let's check this call. So the holding penalty in the offense backs him up 10 yards. Here's the 2nd down play. Quarterback drops back. We're going to test the secondary. Lets it go deep down the middle. Had all day to throw. Pass hauled in inside the 15. They bring him down, but a big chunk of yardage on the play.
That is great arm strength and accuracy by this quarterback. And let's not forget the wide receiver's job of bringing it in for that big gain.
The Noles looking to take advantage of this red zone trip. Got a lane. Can he get in? Touchdown, Seminoles. This offense cannot be stopped. Kicking team out for the PAT try.
Boy, as a defensive coordinator, you've got to be careful being so worried about this pass game and this quarterback that you're a little bit soft up front and it costs you. That's exactly what happened here as they score this touchdown.
So the offense gets momentum scoring before halftime. Now the kickoff. We'll see if the defense can get a stop and preserve that momentum. Return starts from inside the 5. And they've got the returner corralled. Washington offense is back out on the field now. They've got a choice here in the final minute. Do they get aggressive, try to cut into this lead, or play it safe and point toward the second half? They'll tackle him right at the 25-yard line. They'll crank up the tempo here on 2nd down. The time is running out. Crossing the 40. Oh, and he breaks free. It's a foot race. At the 10. Touchdown, Washington. Made the defense look slow that time.
That can take a design QB run and take it downfield that far for a touchdown. What an added element for this offense, and it makes it so challenging for the defense to stop.
So after the touchdown, here's the kickoff, and we'll see if the opposing offense has time to answer before halftime. He'll return it from inside the 10-yard line. And he stopped at the 19. Good job by the coverage team. They start the drive looking for some late fireworks here, less than 30 seconds before halftime. A pop pass on the jet sweep. He stopped just short of that first down marker, inches away from it. So a timeout is called to talk strategy. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays before halftime. So the offense looking to be efficient here. Not much time remaining before the end of the half. Quick pass. Here comes a jet sweep. Fights through the tackle. There's the tackle, but first down yardage. Timeout is called to talk strategy. Time for just 1 or 2 plays here before halftime. One more play before they head to the locker room. And the ball is handed off out of the shotgun. He's brought down, but not before the gain to the 42-yard line. The offense spends their final timeout of the half here to talk strategy. Important second down play coming up. Out of the shotgun, he'll hand it off. And they get him down in what will be the final play of this first half. The minute's going to wrap up the first half here. Let's kick it now to Kevin Connors with our halftime update.
21, Washington, 14.
Believe they're going to line up here and go for the onside kick. And they've got the recovery. The offense goes right back to work now. Pretty easy call for the head coach. He will accept that penalty, of course. This line getting set up. It's a first down play. There's the handoff. Able to fight for a decent gain here in that running play.
Hat on a hat up front. Good job of opening up the holes. Anytime you can get positive yards on first down, that's a win.
Second down play coming up. There's some pre-snap movement, back in motion. As the first down is still going. They get him down, but not before he moves the football to the 32.
That's a football play right there, Chris. This one takes me back a little bit. Toss sweep to the right. Get the ball into your back's hands. Get a lot of people out in front. Control the line of scrimmage. How about the wide receivers? They're doing a nice job blocking downfield. Almost felt like half the offense was out in front of him, giving him a chance to pick up some big yards.
Big guys up front lined up. It's first down. Trying to flex the ground game here. Running back takes the handoff. The senior able to make the stop after a short gain.
The defensive coordinator this week all week telling us about gap integrity, not giving this running back any creases at all. Really sound defense on that play.
Second down after that run on the previous play. They stop him, but it's a first down.
Go with the toss play here to the left side. Let's give credit to the guys up front, the offensive line, center, guard, tackle. They seal the edge. But I love seeing the receivers' willingness to be a part of that and a good job of blocking downfield. Otherwise, that play cannot be spilled out of the backfield and into the open field. So everyone handled their responsibilities perfectly to pick up some nice yards.
And they'll tackle him for a loss of 5 yards.
Well, setting the edge, a lot of times you'll rely on that offensive tackle to do the job at the line of scrimmage. Sometimes it's a tight end or maybe the H-back. But someone has got to set the edge of the line of scrimmage to give them a spot to go. If you're not able to do that, you're not able to turn the corner and make a big play.
Offense getting set up. Here's second down. Pre-snap motion from the receiver. They flip it to him on the jet sweep. And he'll run out of bounds after picking up a few yards on the play.
Well, heck, if they hadn't dug themselves such a big hole, what a positive play here, using that jet motion and that touch pass to pick up some huge yards and giving them a chance anyway of trying to come up with a first down.
An important third down conversion coming here in the red zone.
Let's go!
And the motion by the back now forces the defense to adjust. A pop pass on the jet sweep. Picks up about 3 yards there, but it's going to be fourth down.
Coming up, fourth down.
So here on fourth down, out comes the field goal team. This will be a chip shot from 25 yards out. And this one is right through.
Well, they almost put a touchdown on the board, but instead they come away with 3 points.
So after coming away with 3 in that drive, the kickoff team is out. Return begins inside the 10. And he's tackled at the 21. That's when the drive will start. And the Florida State offense heads back onto the field. They're going to run it here. Just a small gain. Looking at 2nd and 9. Called by the defense. That's their first of the half. Offense getting set. 2nd down play here. Here's the snap. Looking to throw here. Falls incomplete, broken up by the defender nicely that time.
Just a great play on the ball by the defensive back, getting a hand on it and tipping it up into the air. Boy, anytime you see a tip go up, often that defense is thinking interception. This one falls to the ground, but the next tip ball could be going the other way.
Again, thrown out of the RPO, and it's complete. Solid gain there. Moves the ball out to the 32.
Well, it's 3rd down. The defense knows he's going to get the ball. You still can't stop the quarterback finding this receiver to be able to pick up another first down for this offense.
And the Seminoles will have 1st and 10 here. Out of the shotgun, he hands it off. A solid 8-yard gain brings up a 2nd and 2.
Great job by the offensive line here, opening up some holes and giving the running back room to run on first down. Plays like this can open up the playbook for the play caller, allow him to make that defense think, are they going to run? Maybe play action, maybe throw the ball downfield.
Offense getting set. It's 2nd down. Shotgun formation. Here's an inside handoff. They stop him at the 47, but that's enough for a first down. And the Noles hustle to the line to crank up the tempo. And he's brought down, but they went backwards after the completion. Good work by the defense.
Boy, this receiver in the slot is giving this defense all kinds of problems. He has another catch on the day. You may want to adjust out, get out of your base, maybe try 5 or 6 defensive backs on the field. Somebody that can match up more athletically against this slot receiver.
What's the play call here on second down for this offense? Quarterback sets up, looking for an open man. Fires it to the wideout. He makes the grab. They bring him down, but wow, the freshman showing off the arm strength.
That's the end of the third quarter. With the score, Florida State 21, Washington 17.
Back at it to start the quarter. Offense getting set to run a first down play. From the shotgun, it's a handoff. The gain is 3 yards. Brings up a second down and 7.
Now I like the run play here. And offensively, at this point in the game, you want to remain in that attack mode first, while also staying in bounds and working that clock.
Second down play coming up for this offense. Quick pass. Here comes a jet sweep. He shreds the tackle. Defense makes the stop very close to a first down. Third down play for this offense. They flip it to him on the jet sweep. He stopped short of the marker, so it's fourth down now. The Seminoles look to convert here on fourth down. Here we go on fourth down. And he's not going to get there. The defense rises up and makes a huge fourth down stop.
How about the offense being aggressive? They decide to go for it here, and I got to give all the credit to this defense. Being aware, anticipating the call, knowing exactly where they needed to make the stop, and they did it.
And the Washington offense retakes the field here. Takes the snap and takes off on the run.
Well, anytime you use your quarterback as a runner, the goal is obviously to hit some big plays. You've got to be careful of letting your quarterback take too many big hits. Not only can he get tired, he can also start to fumble the football.
Second down after that previous play. Quarterback changing the play now at the line. Looking to pass here on second down. Quick throw, misses his mark there, incomplete.
That ball just seemed to sail on him. You got to make sure to give your receiver a chance to be able to come down with a catch in bounds, because in today's game, man, these receivers make catches like this all the time. And if you put the ball out of bounds, you're not going to give them that opportunity.
They come to the line, a long way to go for the first down, but needing this crucial conversion right now. And he'll drop back here on third down. Receiver makes the catch. They've got him at the 48, but that's a first down. Huskies come to the line to start a fresh set of downs. That's a design quarterback keeper. They get him down, but that's a solid gain.
I know this defense worked very hard at halftime to come up with answers on how to try to slow down this running back after the big first half, and he's already at it again.
Second down after that run on the previous play. And it looks like the quarterback's going to run it. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
Well, that's the drawback to this play. Even if somehow the quarterback pitches it, he's not immune to this big hit. In this case, he kept it and absorbed it anyway.
So here we go. Down 1 score. They're going to go for it on 4th down. From the shotgun, he's probing the secondary. Quarterback takes off now, looking to scramble. Slides down to avoid the tackle.
Boy, how many times do we see this late in a fourth quarter? You know the pass rush is going to be there. They're getting after him. They're getting upfield. They get a great push. But what do they create? Space in lanes, and he takes off and picks up a first down.
We've reached the 2-minute warning now. Can this offense come away with a late comeback victory? This Washington offense is moving quickly down the field. Handoff here from the shotgun. Some hard running there through a tackle. That's a big hit at the end, but they earn a fresh set of downs.
Nothing better than an offense on first down to be able to pick up big positive yards like that. You can either keep giving it to the back, or it can set up play action and get the defense to come up to the line of scrimmage, and you can throw it over top of them.
Washington has moved into the red zone. On first down, they'll keep their running game churning. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1. Well, that was that excellent linebacker with a clear path just running downhill quickly.
You know, I think one of the great things about watching this guy play all year is his vision. He just has great instincts. That time, the defensive line ate up all the linemen, freed up the linebacker to get into the backfield, and the result is a tackle for a loss for the backer.
A pop pass on the jet sweep. Tackle made after a nice pickup on the play. First and goal. Can the offense punch it in and claim the lead here in the fourth quarter? We'll go with the ground game here. Running back takes the handoff. Ball carrier brought down at the 4. Offense in great scoring position here. The clock is still running. They got to get set quickly. That's the wide receiver coming in motion now. And the quarterback tucks it and takes off as a design run. Touchdown, Huskies. They have jumped in front in the final minute.
Chris, what a drive by this offense to put the go-ahead score up with under 10 seconds to go. You know, as a quarterback, you hope for opportunities like this, and this offense and the quarterback delivers in a big way.
And the PAT is good. Now the kickoff team is out on the field. And the kick goes out of bounds. Good starting field position for the offense and puts a little extra pressure on the defense now. First down play call. How aggressive will it be? And a timeout stops the clock with just 7 seconds remaining in the game.
Washington.
Offense needs points quickly here, trying to dial up some explosive plays. Let's see what they've got called. On 1st and 10 here, looking to throw the ball. And the clock winding down. They'll take a deep shot. Caught way downfield for a huge gain. Touchdown, Knowles. They go in front in the final minute of play.
Well, that's a well-oiled machine right there. Everyone on this offense has been a star in their roles. And when they're rolling like this, it results in quick and positive results.
Well, this is a game to remember and a fun one to call. Decided on the final play. Can't get better than that.
To watch these teams go at it and for it to come down to the final play, the final touchdown, those are the games you remember for a long time.
And that is going to wrap it up. We enjoyed this one here. For Kirk Herbstreit, I'm Chris Fowler, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.